For a treat, we're in Palmerston North for the Road Marking Services International Sprintcar Stampede. Now, these winged wonders are the fastest machines on any speedway circuit. The big question is, are the Kiwi drivers good enough and fast enough to withstand an onslaught by the Aussies and also the Americans? Let's find out. The winged wonders are fast, really fast. Now, Dean Brindle here is going to take me through the specs of the car. These things fly, don't they?
Yeah, they're pretty quick. Takes a bit to get the hang of it, but yeah, no, they're reasonably quick. You've just got to be onto your setup. At Bay Park, we've been clocking about 170 k's down the straights and that, so you're probably looking at 100 mile an hour, 160 k's here. It's powered by a Chev block, and they all got different heads and all that sort of thing. Most of them are pretty much the same. They all run between sort of 700 and 800 horsepower between the cars that we've got here tonight.
Big tyres, mate, real big tyres.
Yeah, they are, yeah. The right rear's probably about $500 to buy, so you don't really want to wreck them too much, but you go through one sort of every couple of meetings on a hard track. Just depends what the surface is like and that sort of thing. So
this has been a great opportunity for the New Zealanders to run in a series against some talented Americans and some very, very talented Australians.
Do you rate the foreigners?
Oh yeah, I mean Brooke Tatnell and Ambrasia, I mean they run the World of Outlaws, and they've run won A mains in America, and the American drivers are just absolutely competent. They've won races in A mains in America as well, so it's a big step up for a lot of the New Zealanders, including myself. I have raced against a lot of them before, but it's a big ask for a lot of the competitors.
I've had a few races just before this one, and we went second at the Australian title. It wasn't a bad finish. Just hopefully we can come over here and do a bit better.
Looking forward to taking on the Kiwis and the Americans.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's always good to race different competition. You learn each other's driving abilities and style. But I think the Australians are going to come out pretty well at this meet.
We have some tracks that are the size of the tracks here, but they're a bit wider. But it doesn't really matter. Heck, as long as we get to race, that's all that counts.
You know much about the competition, Travis?
No, there's a few guys that we race against back at home. Brooke Tatnell I race with back in the States quite frequently. Ricky Logan. I've just heard of a few of the guys down here, so I really don't know too much about them. But so far, it seems like they got a few nice cars down here.
James, carrying the female flag, the only chick competing. How is that?
Awesome, absolutely wonderful. It's amazing. I think women should get into it. It's a very male-dominated sport, but hey, women can do anything.
Do the guys give you a hard time?
No, they're pretty good, but I think if I was in their way, they'd soon pump me out of the way.
What about your teddy bear? Is this a good luck symbol, or?
It is. My girlfriends gave that to me, and they said every time you go past a man, they'll know they've been passed by a girl, so it's got to be good.
Tonight, drivers have been divided into two groups, and they'll contest two heats as they try and qualify for a 25-lap feature race. Now, this is the first of three meetings. At the end of the series, up for grabs, $50,000 worth of prize money.
The drivers and pit crews have taken a close look at the track and have set their cars up accordingly. Two internationals in the first group, Gary Brazier from Australia and Ricky Logan in the 45 machine. The green flag and the cars are flying. Greg Pickerel out in front, Carl Wilson hard on his tail, and Aussie Sokol in third in the 47 machine. So it's Greg Pickerel out in front. Setting up the cars is absolutely crucial for these tracks. Drivers will go out wide looking for more drive. In car now with the six-time New Zealand champ Alan Wakeling. Sun affecting him, fighting his beast around the track. Greg Pickerel still out in front. He's lapping in 14.68 seconds. The Palmerston North track's about 434 metres long, 12 metres on the straights and 16 metres around the corners. Pickerel in tune with the track, 650 horsepower machine. Minimum weight for these cars is around 580 kilos. There's your race leader, number 18, Gary Pickerel, coming up on a back marker. Pickerel just tags him, turns it around, and he's stopped. Off on the shoulder now with Alan Wakeling. Beautiful to watch. Sun being a factor as well. Cope with the power of the mighty sprint car with one hand. Auckland's Carl Wilson in 56, the new race leader. Aussie Sokol hard on his tail. No sign of the international drivers just yet. Absolutely screaming around the corners. Foot down hard with no clutches. You're just going forward. There's Gary Brazier, 45. Ricky Logan from the US, another hard charger. The Aussie cars have arrived late in New Zealand due to a cyclone. The ship was held up. So the Aussies are still trying to adjust their cars, getting used to the Palmerston North track. Wilson still in front. Sokol in...
I te rātu wiki, I tau te toki a te ture, kia mauherehia a ngā tai reweti, te kaumārima tau noa, mō ngā tau e whā. Nā te mate o Chris Curry, I runga I tēnei huarahi, nā matahi tonu o tāmaki makaurau ki te tonga.
The answers don't lie outside.
And the race is just about complete, but 15, Steve Walsh gets tangled up with Joe Fareham, causing more trouble, but it's not causing a problem at all for Carl Wilson. Takes the checkered flag. Joe Fareham was taken out on the last lap and was awarded third place points. The race was completed under caution. A strong performance put Carl Wilson at the top.
Carl Wilson, you've had some engine problems, but it all came together for you in the first heat.
Yeah, it's been a tough season for us all year. But our sponsors, PDL and Marley, stuck with us, and we finally put it together tonight, and hopefully we can carry it on.
Two Australians in this group, Nathan McDonald in 32, the number one car of Brooke Tatnell, and Travis Rylart from USA, ones to look out for. Winding up now. The green flag hasn't dropped, and we've already got trouble at the front of the field. Kerry-Ann James and Phil Game in amongst that, along with Tom Rusher. A sprint car sandwich. In car now with Phil Game involved in that. Yes. Kerry-Ann James just gets jammed up on his wheel. Race marshals have sorted that out. Nathan McDonald back out in the front car there, number 32. Kerry-Ann James on the inside in a good position, but it's all Nathan McDonald. Phil Game is making his move in the number 77 machine. These two are just flying. Phil Game, he's going to make a move on the outside. Let's see him go. Yes, getting a little bit more drive perhaps, a little bit more track soil on there, and he makes it out in front. He's been racing sprints on and off for about 8 years, Phil Game, and full-time for 2 seasons. His first class race was the Mighty Modifieds back in 1978 when he was just 17. Nathan McDonald from Bundaberg in Queensland. His nickname is Nitro. The McDonald team build their own cars, and they're regarded as some of the fairest drivers in Australia. The battle is on for points. It's all Phil Game. His car's worth around $115,000 and is one of the few drivers with a 2-car campaign. There's a couple of the international boys screaming down the back straight. Travis Rylart and Brooke Tatnell. Phil Game, he's in trouble behind 28 Wade Savage. Is he going to get jammed in there? Nathan McDonald inside pass to take the lead. A beautiful move. These sprint cars run on high-octane methanol, costing about $1.10 a litre, and on average they'll go through about 20 litres a race. More back markers to contend with, weaving his way inside, outside. Nathan McDonald looking powerful. Back markers could be the only problem with McDonald coming up on number 8 right now. Try and take him on the inside, but no. Foot down, he'll wait. There'll be another opportunity, and there he goes. There's Kerry-Ann James. Whoa, gets it outside the track and hits the wall like a wild animal. She's up and over, absolutely destroying the front end of the car. The wing is buckled. Here she is. Just that right rear tyre. Open wheelers. They touch something, and wow, it can be all over.
Carrie and James, that was simply spectacular. What went wrong?
Driver error, mate.
Yeah.
Pure and simple. Yeah.
Talk me through it. Can you remember it?
Yeah, I can remember. It was a wild ride. Yeah, just coming into that top turn, and I just thought lap traffic, I'll go wide, and then too wide, and it was difficult. She's over.
The race was eventually completed with Auckland's Philip Gain finishing second. The Australian Nathan McDonald was too strong and finishes with top points.
That's our first laps on the track then, so we're a little bit cautious at the start. We'll make some changes to the car now and hopefully just get faster.
What sort of changes?
Some tyre pressures, wheel spacings, gear ratios, wing angles, all stuff like that. So
Just about everything.
just about everything. So yeah, there's a never-ending thing. We can always keep these things getting faster, so that's what we're going to do.
The drivers have had a chance to get the setups right to look out for the internationals to start showing their power in this race. The green flag drops. Steve Walsh makes his move out in front. How long can he survive there with the internationals flying around here? Already Ricky Logan from Texas gets out in front. Six-time New Zealand champ Alan Wakeling making his move beautifully on the inside into second place. Ricky Logan, the 33-year-old, has driven everything from go-karts to NASCAR. He's won more than 100 sprint car races across 12 different states of America. He's rated exciting and fast, and that's what you've got to be in these sprint cars, a lot of courage. The drivers are more nervous about arriving at the track to see what it's like than they are actually driving these 700-plus horsepower beasts. Gary Brazier, the number 2 car, the 4-time Aussie sprint car champ, 30 years old, very, very experienced. Carl Wilson's got himself in a spot of bother, got himself tangled up. Sorted out now. Race restart. Logan still in front, Alan Wakeling in second spot. In the silver car in third. Colin Entwistle back in the field, but coming up as well. Look out for him, he's a hard charger. You're wondering what the big wings are on top of the cars. They are there not for the sponsors. They are for the cars to gain as much traction as possible. When they get up to speed, the air force down on the cars just keeps them biting into the track. With so much horsepower and such a lightweight car, these little beasts need as much traction as possible, and anything to assist them will make them go faster. Obviously, if you're not fast, you're last, and it's Logan still leading. Alan Wakeling, been racing since 1985, in second place, the 42-year-old from Henderson. He is a safety fanatic. Of course, safety is paramount in these cars. You have neck braces, crash helmets, arm braces, full harnesses as well. The open wheelers mean if you come in contact with each other or an object, it could be all over for you. Coming up on some of the back markers, not causing too many problems for them at all. Ricky Logan showing his class and his experience. Speeds in excess of 150 kilometers an hour, flying around this 434 meter long track. Closing stages now. It's all the Ricky Logan show. Takes the checkered flag and the points. The Kiwis flew in Heat 2 of their group, finishing second, third and fourth. But it's the classy performance by America's Ricky Logan that gives them maximum points.
Yeah, this track's way smaller and a lot narrower than what we're used to. It's really tough to pass. And there's some of the local guys here that are, that are pretty good.
You are a long way from home. You have come a long way. It would be nice to win something.
Absolutely. We didn't come all the way here to run second.
Heat 2 for the second group, trying to get as much points as they possibly can. From the mountains, number 79, Terry Corrin on the inside, Travis Rylaut on the outside and pole position. Look out for the car with the 4Xs on it. That's Brooke Tatnell. Green light, the foot is down and they are off. Slingshotted around the first corner. Travis Rylaut storms to the front. Brooke Tatnell hard on his bumper. It's the American against the Australian now. The sprint cars haven't been in Palmerston North since 1989, and the fans are certainly getting their money's worth. Beautiful to watch. The number 14 car, Des Longbolt, all over for him. The the fastest speedway class in the country, reaching speeds around 150 plus kilometres an hour on this track. For the American drivers, they'll go even faster. They'll get up to 160 miles an hour. Such is the tracks in America. Phil Game up on the inside. A beautiful move on 3NZ Dean Brindle. Travis Rylout is showing his style though. A seasoned campaigner comes here to win races. That's his business, winning. Sprint cars in America are so big, they have computer games, they have web pages for fans, PlayStation 2 sprint car games as well. The Australian sprint car champs were held a couple of weeks ago, and Brooke Tatnall in the #1 car with all the 4 X's on it, placed 3rd in Australia. Coming up on a couple of back markers, beautifully moving on the inside, just touching the pole line with his inside tyre, not causing him any problems at all. 410 cubic inches of V8 power is the maximum allowable. Some actually use smaller size motors and still get the same speeds. Right around the outside, looking for maximum traction. On the out, on the in, weaving his way through those back markers. Ryland is just beautiful to watch, and we're so lucky to have a driver of his quality here in Palmerston North. Last lap now, the white flag for your race leader. Brooke Tatnall in second. I don't think he's going to have enough space and time to get to him. Here he is, down to take the flag and doing laps in the low 14s. It's Travis Ryland. Brooke Tatnall in second. Philip Game is having a great night, and he's sharing first equal points with Brooke Tatnall. The overseas drivers are beginning to dominate. The hard-charging Travis Ryland is looking powerful.
Oh yeah, we're having a good time tonight. Max Rogers gave me a real good car to drive here, and she went really good in that last heat race. We got her hooked up, but heat race win really doesn't mean anything. We got to keep her up there for the feature. That's the one that counts.
And this is it, the feature race. Over 25 laps. We're going to see some amazing racing here. It's tight. The drivers are up to speed, and we're off and racing. The flag is waved. Look at him go. It's Brooke Tatnall screams out into the front. Phil Games into second place, hard charging as well as Andrew Hawkswood in third. But look at him go. He's had 2 races to come to terms with the track, and he is just blowing him away already. Phil Games had a fantastic weekend as well. The man from Auckland, as we go in car, ride in the workshop. Take a listen to this. Race leader coming from Australia. He began racing at 16. He's become the most successful driver in the history of Australia's World Series of Sprint Cars, with 28 wins and 3 titles under his belt. You can see why he's got plenty of silverware in his trophy cabinet. Just blowing the field away, but Phil Games not giving it away at all. He's trying to keep up with him as hard as he possibly can. These cars don't have any clutches. Once you're in gear, you're away racing, and once you stop, that's it. So you've just got to keep going at as fast as possible. Back in car with Phil Game. There's a whole lot of sprint car to handle. He's doing a beautiful job. Tatnall's, the race leader, has hit Pat Donovan. It hasn't caused him any problem though, manages to stay in control of his beast. Wow, he would have hit him pretty hard at high speed. Such is the caliber of the driver. He stays going and in first place. The battle is really on now between second and third place. Phil Game and Travis Rylout charging hard. Dust is beginning to fly, the track is slicking off. The wheels will be spinning more, and the drivers may go out closer to the wall to look for a bit more traction. You can see the black in the corners. This track has been blown away riding with Phil Game on his shoulder. Stunning pictures. Never been on the inside of a sprint car. It's been your opportunity. It's just awesome to watch. Rylat makes his move up into second place. Now this is going to be very interesting. He's got a mighty powerful beast. He'll want to take maximum points. And good prize money as well. Here we go. It's now going to be Australia and America. Backmarker's not causing too many problems. Weaving in and out. Just beautiful to watch. Reasonably narrow track. Compared to the tracks over in America. Not causing them any problems. They've fitted in very nicely. Right at home here at the arena in Palmerston North. Fairly congested for the race leader and second place. That's number 75, Tom Rusher. He's just nudged the wall. Pull inside. Wow, he is dealt to his Who's-He attire. There goes $600. Race about to get underway once again. There's a car in midfield. That's Kevin Mackay from the Mount in the 36 machine trying to rejoin the grid. Tandell's not wasting any time. He's out of here. Foot down and hard. He's got the jump on Rylat. That's exactly what he wants to do because he knows that Rylat's coming hard at him. The man from Australia. Down to work. Right where he wants to be. There's Alan Wakeling. Ricky Logan, number 45 machine. Had a good weekend as well. Rylat's lining up to make the move on the inside, but he's coming up against Kevin Mackay. He's been blocked in there, no way through. Tandell charges on the outside. That's just what he was looking for. Woo-hoo! He's out of here. Just the opportunity that he needed. The back mark is causing problems with the drivers. That is a classic example of what can happen. So it's the man from Australia, Brooke Tandell. He's got where he wants to be. Happy to race and cover the inside. Gets it sideways around the corner. Travis Rylat's not giving this one away though. He is out to get him. The dust is flying. The visibility is down. These boys are putting on a fantastic show for the fans of sprint cars. It's been a long time between races since they've been here. And it's been an amazing race, this feature. White flag, down to the last lap. Has Rylat got enough to get past Tandell? Not enough time, not enough track. Tandell took the opportunity and he has taken the race. The checkered flag for Australia's Brooke Tandell. Amazing race action with the sprint cars, and Tandell takes all 20 points. America's Travis Rylat 19, with great performances by the Kiwis Phil Game and Alan Wakeling.
You've got to be aggressive, you know, and especially on short track racing, a lot of the Americans are used to the bigger half-mile racetracks, whereas we're used to the little bull rings, probably a little heavier, and we don't get this slick normally at home. So, yeah, the bull ring sort of suits our sort of driving style.
It was a superb display of sprint car racing. Congratulations.
Thank you. I just hope we can keep going. I just want to
think Brooke got away with it this time, but next time he's going down, buddy. We're gonna get him.
There's a car attacks him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little slow. He's also like an Okie. You know, see, they run the infield. They get a little scared to get up against the fence sometimes.
No animosity between you guys. Good to see, hey?
Yeah.
Well, not whilst the camera's rolling, but I'll hit him when he walks away.
Yeah.
Excellent. Nice.
Good job, bud.
We're very happy that we've actually finished the night without too much damage, no real problems. Top qualified, put it on the front grid, which is a bit of a surprise, but with this 4-round series, you've got to finish every meeting and you've got to finish the feature races to be in the prize money. It's a pretty tough thing, so it's even sweeter to be the top Kiwi. Yeah, no, it's exciting.
The best sprint car drivers from Australia, the United States and also New Zealand have battled it out here in Palmerston North. Among them, a hero has emerged, and that hero is Brooke Tandell from Queensland, Australia. Yes, he raced brilliantly throughout the night to take out the Road Marking Services International Sprint Car Stampede. On behalf of me and all the crew, thanks for joining us. It's bye for now.